Prior to Jagdeep taking this position, a group of students in the sustainability movement that were part of the Divest movement were coming to the board, and because UC is a world leader in dealing with climate change, environment, and sustainability, Janet and the board took it seriously, and Janet formed a task force to work with Jagdeep. So before even Jagdeep started, so the minute he starts, he's hearing that he's supposed to take a meeting with the group that's doing this, and had this committee ready to go to work with him and the students to look at this. And we had a lot of people, not just from UC, and Janet, thank you for appointing me as a regent to that, because it's an issue I care so much about. I know so many of us do. But there were a lot of outside people, including from UC. Dan came, and some of the most brilliant minds in sustainability and climate in the world research and teach at UC, and they were part of it. And we even had some outside people that came in that are huge climate environment leaders to be part of this. And it was really the belief of everyone on the committee, myself included, who cares about climate, that felt that simply divesting from a list of a couple hundred companies that the students were presenting would absolutely do nothing. I mean, so we sell a few shares of stock in an oil company, won't change their behavior in any way. It's just some symbolism without real impact. And maybe get a quick headline like what we saw happen with Stanford. And Jagdeep promised at the time that this is something he cared about. And he not only wanted to look at how to divest, but he wanted to look at how to invest and use impact investing as an opportunity. And he committed $1 billion, which we all supported. And he, as you heard at the end of this, just last week, came out with based on including in a fiscal responsible way, how to look at the cost of carbon and look at sustainability in an investment analysis sense, not simply because, well, as a value we don't want to invest in companies that are most polluting. And those of us that maybe care about those values, oh, well, we should do that. But the approach Jagdeep's taken is in an investment sense, going as cutting edge, and is going to keep UC, just like the research that we do is keeping us world-renowned, because now CEOs and funds and CIOs that don't care at all about climate change or environment, but only care about looking at it from an investment, are paying attention, because they're saying, wait, what happened over there? As a basis of looking at this from an investment potential, they sold coal and tar sands, and the impact, and this is just recent, but the impact that's going to have is already starting to be profound. And on the investment side, the $1 billion, Jagdeep's now working, the White House put something out on this, and Jagdeep getting together with others, that billion is now what, 4 or 5 billion from other commitments? And growing. So I just wanted to highlight that part, Janet, because of the board and your leadership, and Jagdeep's honoring that and bringing his brilliance to that is going to keep us, again, in the investment world as cutting edge in the forefront of the world as our greatest researchers on these issues are keeping us in the research world. So thank you for that.
Also, the